Hello, let me welcome you at our offices in Prague. It's my pleasure to announce today a release of a new feature of the 10.2 server, and this is a feature that will completely reduce the time needed for deployment of drivers by almost 80% without the need of using scripts, domain policies or manual installations. The feature which we are about to talk is the printer provisioning profiles. Printer deployment processes are outdated and time-consuming. The problem is that we have to deal with different systems, different vendors and their settings, and other variations which we cannot really affect, so in the end it could be a real nightmare for your IT teams. Another common issue is the size of the fleet. More devices involved, more complex the setup process becomes. IT teams have to spend days or even weeks to set the whole thing up. Although it's achievable, it's far from being easy, and you can easily end up in a situation where not only your admin, but even the users are frustrated. Things get even worse when people are moving to different locations, which can make the problem even bigger and potentially grow in some more frustration. With MyQ printer provisioning profiles, all these problems are just a thing of the past. Deploying a fleet of any size is not a hassle anymore, and it takes mere hours, not days or weeks. The key benefit of the MyQ profiles is that the users will get the right printer at the right location, the way they need it, resulting in zero IT tickets or needed IT intervention. So let's now look at the 3P at action. Before having this option, what you would have to do is just use the domain policies, Intune or other tools to deploy the right drivers to your users. Especially in organizations like here, you've got different vendors, different devices, and you just want everything to work perfectly. Now it could be a pain, but like we said before, it's achievable. Now with MyQ printer provisioning profiles, the whole thing is completely different, because we will just set the profile the way we need it, with different IP ranges, different user groups, and the result would be that I will just use the drivers I've got on my service and deploy them with all the settings to the right departments. Simple, easy, straightforward, and most importantly, really efficient. As a CFO, my main concern would be about the costs, and especially when it comes to the costs for the IT services, when these days we're probably not using an internal IT department but have all the services outsourced. So that way, what I would like to do as a CFO is to be sure that all these services are as efficient as possible. Thanks to printer provisioning profiles, we can do it exactly that. By few clicks, few settings, everything can be deployed the best way we like it, and we will not have a CFO with a headache over the additional costs. I'm not worried about the delivery of printers and drivers. What I'm more concerned about is the confidentiality of my documents. Imagine a situation: I'm a CEO of a big organization, traveling between different branches of our company, and I'm printing some documents which are not for everybody's eyes. What may happen before the 3P, or the printer provisioning as it's called, was that by accident I could have sent the file to be printed to the device which is in my main office, but while I'm in the other one I will not get the file, which can be easily done with 3P. The printer provisioning is not only about delivering the drivers, but more importantly about getting the right ones based on where I am now. Which basically means that when I will travel from London to New York, the system will automatically reconfigure and will give me the right printer and driver in my system as I need it. So when I'm printing the file, I can be absolutely certain that that document will be printed at that office where I am now. To sum it up all together, the MyQ printer provisioning profiles is the best thing when it comes to being efficient, saving costs, time, and being easy to deploy. So if you are as excited as we are about this new functionality, just check the description below this video or contact our specialist to learn more about MyQ printer provisioning profiles. See you next time.